Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're cutting through the noise in recent body art news. We're diving deep beneath the surface of internet chatter to unpack exactly what visible tattoos actually mean in public life today. You know, whether you're completely covered in ink or you've literally never stepped foot inside a studio, the way we all perceive body art, it's rapidly changing. So we're going to look past all that superficial social media drama to understand the material science, the lingering biases, and the evolving industry standards that are shaping our world right now.
Okay, let's just dive right into this massive iceberg of a topic. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. The viral hook. 2. The science of ink. 3. The bias of professionalism. And 4. Regulating the future. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The viral hook. Visibility over tattoos.
So, the most talked about body art news story of the last 2 weeks. It surprisingly wasn't about some pop star's wild new face ink or a celebrity scandal. Actually, it was about a corporate worker. Check out this massive number, 30,000. That's how many reactions a single professional LinkedIn headshot got. A woman simply openly showing her full sleeve tattoos in a corporate headshot, and it pulled in nearly 3,000 comments on top of those reactions. I mean, why did this totally outperform the usual celebrity gossip? Well, because it's personal, it's immediate, and it's incredibly relatable. It literally forces everyone scrolling to confront that tricky intersection of personal expression and corporate expectations.
This viral post really struck a cultural nerve, way outside the standard tattoo world. It exposes this totally fascinating, long-standing contradiction. Tattoos are considered completely mainstream, right up until someone in hiring, human resources, or a client-facing corporate role decides that they aren't. It forces us to ask a really fundamental question: who actually gets to look professional? See, the debate wasn't at all about the quality of her art. It was purely about the visibility of it in a space that historically demands strict uniformity.
Moving right along to Section 2, the science of ink, material reality versus fake ink.
Now, the visibility debate is mostly cultural, but body art itself, that's deeply technical, and social platforms have essentially created a massive problem here. The internet pushes this remarkably sloppy narrative. Like, one day we're having a serious, nuanced discussion about normalizing tattoos at work, and the very next day the algorithm is force-feeding us rumors about Northwest's alleged piercings or these wild face tattoos on TikTok that literally wash off in the sink. People are reacting so vehemently to images before they even understand the medium. We're collectively confusing temporary styling or celebrity stunts with permanent skin modification.
And this brilliantly illustrates the clinical distinction that just gets entirely lost online. A permanent tattoo is a carefully controlled deposition of pigment deep into the dermis. It carries real, long-term permanence and clinical risks, things like infection or blowouts if it's done poorly. Socially, it signals deep identity or a major commitment. But temporary body art, that just sits right on the surface, the stratum corneum. It's just short-term styling or a performance. But look down there at the bottom row, the viral confusion. Because platforms prioritize quick visuals over actual context, the audience automatically assumes all visible marks are permanent, and simultaneously they assume staged temporary looks are real. And if the audience can't tell what's real, the platform just fills in the blanks with nonsense.
Section 3. The bias of professionalism. Context changes everything.
So once we understand the material science, we have to look at why society reacts the way it does. Clinically speaking, the big issue with a tattoo is simply whether the work is done with enough control to avoid unnecessary trauma to the skin. But the real, unresolved problem we face in public life is this fundamental mismatch: technical quality versus social judgment. The technical quality of a tattoo could be absolutely immaculate. I'm talking zero blowouts, perfect healing, brilliant artistry, yet the wearer still faces harsh social judgment in client-facing settings. People look at a design, they project their own assumed intent onto it, and then they project a heavy moral judgment onto the person wearing it. It's wild. The chemistry of the ink isn't what society is judging here. They're literally just judging their own social bias. As industry veteran Patrick notes in our source material, the controversy is rarely about the ink itself. It is almost entirely about the context. Just think about this for a second. Put the exact same brilliantly executed tattoo sleeve on these 4 different professionals: a musician, a nurse, a recruiter, and a startup founder. The public reads 4 entirely different stories based on the exact same art. That LinkedIn headshot we talked about went viral precisely because it took a sleeve out of the expected musician or founder box and dropped it squarely into the traditional corporate world. It challenged an old script that's somehow still hanging around long after the ink is dried.
Finally, Section 4, Regulating the Future. standards, solutions, and trust.
Okay, so we've talked about virality, science, and bias. But what about actual regulations? Well, if you follow body art news, you know the internet absolutely loves a panic. Recently, these huge viral claims circulated online, stating that tattoos could be entirely banned in Texas by 2028. Let me be absolutely clear. This is completely false. The posts spreading this are explicitly framed to be misleading. But, this kind of panic totally thrives when there's a lack of clear visual literacy. The actual regulatory trendline isn't about prohibition or crackdowns at all.
Instead, what we're actually seeing is a push toward clearer standards and visible accountability. For example, look at this proposed bill in Campinas to create legal tattoo and legal piercing seals. Now, this isn't just bureaucratic theater. This is about creating readable, visual trust signals for studios that strictly comply with sanitary rules. In a market where the general public increasingly struggles to tell reputable clinical work apart from some online spectacle, these physical visual trust signals, they are becoming absolutely essential.
So the really crucial point here is that studios themselves have to take control of the narrative. Here are the practical steps our sources outline. First, studios absolutely must document consent clearly. Second, they have to explain permanence honestly to clients, especially those who might be, kind of brainwashed by fleeting TikTok trends. Crucially, they need to explicitly separate temporary demonstrations from permanent procedures on their own social feeds. And above all else, they need to stop letting social media shortcuts blur the lines between real, permanent body modification and costume-level aesthetics.
Because if we want a serious industry, we really need serious language. And this quote from the source material just perfectly captures that vital responsibility. The client's trust starts before the needle touches skin, not after the post goes live. It's so true. Clear disclosure protects the client, it protects the studio, and it absolutely protects the artist's credibility. Especially in an era where literally any viral post can be clipped totally out of context.
The real fight right now isn't about fake trends or shock reveals. It's an ongoing battle over what visible body art means in public life today. We have got to stop confusing performative styling with permanent proof. So, the next time a massive tattoo controversy crosses your feed or you catch yourself judging a professional's headshot, I really want you to pause and ask yourself this final question. Is your reaction based on the art or the algorithm? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time as we continue to decode the world around us.